Welcome, everyone, to Alone in the Dark, the 1992 survival horror game by Infogrames, created by Frederick Ranal, who later would move on to make games like Little Big Adventure. This is one of my favorite horror games of all time. I play through it once a year, and I figured I would record it this time. Now, at the start here, we get to pick between two characters, Emily Hartwood and Edward Carnby. Edward Carnby would move on to become the protagonist of the rest of the series, aside from the new Nightmare, where a different character, also named Edward Carnby, took over, and the latest entry, what's the latest one called? Illumination, I think? In which you play as his great-grandson, I believe, who's called, like, I don't know, Pete Carnby. I can't remember. We're going to be playing as Emily Hartwood, as requested by people on Twitter. And also because I tend to play through as Edward every time, because he's the Alone in the Dark protagonist. But so, you know, I feel a bit sad for Emily, so let's give her the time of day. There's going to be a lot of reading in this playthrough, just so you know. The attorney's letter came as a deep shock to me. My Uncle Jeremy had died by his own hand. The coroner's report was unequivocal. He hanged himself in the loft. My initial surprise and distress past, I considered the news. It seemed clear that Derzado had exercised a thoroughly morbid influence on my uncle's mind. That creaking old mansion with its unusual tales, its secret library door, the ancient upstairs clock, all those occult books that my uncle could not resist reading. In spite of his fragile nerves, fate had pointed its finger. Derzado had trapped its prey. Mr. McCarthy, the family lawyer, suggested selling the old house. I immediately opposed the idea. My duty is clear. I must go to Derzado. I tremble at the thought of those dark corridors, those brooding portraits, yet I am convinced that Uncle Jeremy left a note, a letter of some kind, explaining his fateful decision. I remember his voice saying, "Look at the piano, Emily. Look harder. Maybe the secret drawer will yield up an explanation." I have the feeling things will not be so simple. Life is a mystery containing more mysteries. Jeremy taught me that much. Now is the time to confront the mysteries. Derzado is waiting for me. I pray that my fear is nothing more than the fruit of my imagination. Nothing will ever persuade me that my uncle was insane. But why did he, according to the police report, block the loft window with the old wardrobe? And we start. This is the original DOS version from 1992. They re-released the game on CD-ROM a year later with voice acting in French and English, and of course CD audio. I prefer the DOS version, personally. The original DOS version. It came on floppy disks. So I'll be doing the reading myself. I won't be reading stuff like hints. All the files need to read for hints. I won't bother with those, but I will read like lore stuff because that's interesting. I find it. So here we are at Derzado Manor. I think it's Derzado. Is it Derkedo? No, it's Derzado. It's definitely Derzado. We're Emily Hartwood. Our uncle committed suicide in the attic. Oh, so strange shot out of the window. 4 of the 6 Alone in the Dark games featured an angle like this early on in the game, where you would see your own character walking through the window of another person looking on you. They never used it in the 5th game in any of the versions, and the 6th game doesn't have any odd cameras in it, which is a shame because I like that. Now, you'll notice the intro talked about... this is all automatic, by the way. I'm not controlling right now. You'll notice the intro talked about the piano, and a lot about the piano, actually. That's not important. What is important is mentioning the wardrobe blocking the window, because that's actually a hint to the first area of the game. And only Emily gets this hint. Edward doesn't. I'm not sure why. I mean, I know why in terms of lore reason. Edward wouldn't know it. Edward's reason for being at the manor is that he's a private detective, and an art dealer has asked him to go check out the mansion now that Jeremy Hartwood, who was an artist, who was a painter, is dead. But here we are. Okay, now we take control. So yeah, as you can see, the wardrobe is not in front of the window. So let's go move it. Classic adventure game options like this. We can push the wardrobe slowly. Huh, well now it's covering the window. Let's go check out the piano that we talked about a bunch. Nothing here. Yeah, here's the thing. This piano is useless. You never do anything with it. I don't know why they keep going on about the piano. Edward does this too, if I recall correctly. And it's just pointless. We're gonna move this as well. Because we can. And I know all the puzzles in the game, so I'm just gonna prepare myself. Because this trapdoor, we're going to have an uninvited guest trying to break in, and now they can't. Oh, whoa, what's that? It's fighting music. And a monster trying to jump in through the window, but thankfully the wardrobe stopped it. And now? Come on, I want to see this. It's been such a long time, come on. Oh, there we go. Look. Trying to get in, but he can't. Yeah, basically the window was broken by sort of a dog-like little goblin creature. I don't know what they're called. I don't think they have a name. And the trapdoor, a zombie tried to break in through it. There are classic voodoo zombie slaves in this game, and they can be a bit of a pain. They're probably the easiest enemy in the game, though, but they can catch you in really annoying combat loops, and that will hopefully not happen to us. This is the second time I'm attempting to record this, I should say, because I did actually play this a bit earlier today, but I had some recording issues with the audio, so I decided, fuck it, let's start over. So we can find an oil can. We can use the oil can to fill the lantern. It's not a lantern, it's full of oil, and we can put down this, because we need to manage our inventory. That's important. We can't carry too much. All items have their own weight to them, but they won't tell you what that weight is, so you can get stuck, like, not being sure what to do. You don't need to use open to open doors, just to open stuff like drawers and chests and things. So I can be in fight command to defend myself and still open the door. Now, look at the floor. Do you see that it's kind of broken up? If we try to walk past, we'll just fall to our death. There's a lot of death traps in this game. It's very King's Quest in that regard. So if I recall correctly, this door, we can. Okay, I'm gonna try something. I can't guarantee this will work, but I'm gonna try it. Here we go. Come on. Come on. If we're lucky. Shit, we did it! This door is meant to close, and it's meant to trigger a zombie. But, I think it triggers technically in the center of the room, and I haven't been to the center of the room. So I can maybe not have to fight him, because I don't want to fight him. Emily and Edward, they're mostly the same, but they have some minor differences. For example, Emily has a shorter reach with her kick, but a longer reach with her punches. And I prefer kicking generally. That's my method of combat. So I'm not good at fighting as Emily. I will just admit that from the get-go here. I'm gonna throw the key away. We don't need that. Aha! Oh, I hit the door. But yeah, normally that door closes, and when you open it, a zombie appears. Not to worry though, we're going to be fighting very soon you can't avoid all combat in the game. I think maybe we can stop this one, though. I think if we're really fast, we can do this. Oh wait, no. I don't think that's good enough. I think maybe we have to close the door for... Oh shit! That was too slow. So yeah, with Emily you had to slap at the right timing. Combat functions in a way that you hold down the use button when you have fight select, and you press right on the directional keys to attack with the right hand, left with the left hand, which is sort of a gut punch for Emily, and up to kick. Like I said, Emily doesn't have a far-reaching kick because she has a pencil skirt on, whereas Edward just has this really long side kick, which is like the best attack in the game. I will prefer the kick over like the guns at times because it's easier to aim. But since we're Emily, we're gonna have to deal with the little slap attack. I think if we had closed the door, we could have pushed this and stopped the zombie from attacking us. However, in here, we're gonna have to trigger combat. We can't avoid it. Let's open the door first, though. I wanna have sort of a safer approach to the door because there's a glitch. There's a potential glitch in this section where you can get stuck in an infinite loop if you're not careful. Oh no! That was basically the original... I said the first monster jumping in through the window we stopped. That was basically the original dog scene from Resident Evil, but years in advance. See, we couldn't throw there because sometimes the throwing thing just doesn't work. We're gonna use the old cavalry saber on this guy. Yeah, sure, take it. Ah, fuck. Can't see. We're doing damage at least. Oh shit. Oh, he's dead. Good. We took one hit though. That's maybe it was 2 hits actually. We're gonna have to use the key on this drawer. And the reason I didn't just take these things and run and without fighting is that if you have the mirrors in your inventory when you're attacked, there's a high chance that you will break the mirrors, which you don't want because you need the mirrors for a puzzle. A stupid puzzle, but a puzzle nonetheless. But now we've actually cleared out all the zombies and dog creatures in this part of the game, on this floor, I should say, which is good, because that helps us somewhat. We're not going to use the first aid kit just yet, because I can't remember if there's infinite... Actually, no, wait, I didn't mean to put it down, sorry. Can I pick it up? There we go. Actually, now that I think about it, I think the health actually stacks, so we can just pick up the flask and drink it. I feel better. And we have 27 health. Yeah, okay, so the health stacks. There's no maximum health. That's good. That actually helps us a lot. So we're doing good so far. No water. No water. Okay then. No water. So I think we'll stop here for this episode, and we will see you on the next episode of oh, that's awesome. Hold on. Of Lonely Dark. See ya.